It's got to be an assassin, right? Even if it's a hard pick.
Nolan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Debut pick, the new and improved Aulus.
Hey. How do you say it? It's a hero that's all over the place.
Oh.
But let's see how first turtle turns out.
He's got to focus on this. Phantom Steed called in by Carl Teasy. Sanford jumping in. Infernal Pursuit on a 2. Carl Teasy secures. They pick off Nova. And there's a feather airstrike from Sanji. They take down James. It's all for Liquid. Kill does punish Sanford though, but it's Nova with the stun. In comes Kiel through the back. And Throne of Ruin.
Oh.
No one home. Somebody out thrown out. Gleams through to the back. And JP gets taken down. Jimmy James finds him.
Oh,
He's driving away in his Ducati. James Banks versus 40! And the Apex Predator takes down the man with a million moves. And today, bullying Shizo, ult for ult. And
There's something that I'm seeing here for APBR. They just have to coordinate.
Phantom Steed coming in. Carl Teasy secures it once again. And they collapse. Throne of Ruin plus reload manipulation. Sanford jumps on in, taking down James Banks. Sanji gets a double, Nova falls. Carl Teasy finds Aqua, and it's just the King left. 3v1. He won't be able to endure through this. In comes Sanji, and they find him with a momentum. This time, he has so many charges. Yeah. Oh! Shizo picks a fight, and Sanji puts him within burn range, gets a shield off that dash. Opening up that push for Teddy, KLVJ and James Banks looking to punish them. JP barely misses, and here comes the fight breaking out. Cleaving axe from James Banks, hitting no one. And in comes the 40. JP looking to knock off Nova. The fight continues. A corner kill. The King has 4 members of the cavalry on him. And Teddy of the cavalry all throughout.
Oh wait, is he actually gonna go for this 1v3?
40! Jumping through 1v3, more shields. Better airstrike. Sanford gets on out of here. Brigida goes wild.
What? Oh my god,
The flicker from JP misses Jimmy James, but they instead find Aqua. They're still fighting. James Banks, Aulus charge forward. Leroy Jenkins, he finds JP. Kel VJ gets the kill, but Kel is very low. Answered, Throne of Ruin, Blazing Duet, but Carl Teasy was too busy with the turtle.
Okay. Ulted on the ground. No one home.
Oh, feathered airstrike, answered by a Way of the Dragon. Teddy fires away Sanji.
Compared to 3.79,000. James Banks, okay.
Real world manipulation, finds Shanji. Doesn't even have time to flicker away.
Okay.
And now they find one more. James Banks finds JP. And they drop the Glorious Pathway. Calling in BREN Carl Teasy. It's a whale away at KLVJ and Aqua. That's a flicker.
Oh my
And
god.
Carl still finds one. Aqua didn't get the flicker back.
From behind or when talking about base defense, but I think we'll see it now.
RWM from Aqua. Base turret still standing. RWM answered by a feathered airstrike. Carl Teasy takes down the turret. Less firepower from AC. Brennan in comes 40. Cleaving axe used defensively. Shizo goes down. Teddy finds him. Blazing to it at the back line. And there's still a minion. And finally, APBR clears it. Not so fast, Liquid. Not so fast. And down bottom, they got to take care of that siege minion. Another feathered airstrike. Carl Teasy goes to Ducati. James Banks takes down JP. KLVJ falls. The damage from Carl. And he gets shut down by Aqua.
Okay, they're not able to end it just yet. Nova still chasing for Sanji.
Order, put down
Fly
on
clouds.
Sanji running away with the wings by wings and the
15
clouds.
Aulus, maybe there is a way.
Well, they find Kiel. No bush check as Kiel gets picked off easily. JP with the sweeping out. I think they've given their new member
no.
the responsibility to take that objective. RWM here answered with his Amon point. Blazing the web by Tele, and they find Sanford. Shizo claps back. Carl Teasy very low. Shizo gets more shields. James Banks by Sanji, but Sanji takes him down. Sanji gets a double, and there goes Nova. It's a wipeout.
With 1 minion, Liquid are looking to end. 13 minutes was all it took for the cavalry.
Different, like I don't know, maybe Carmilla right now.
Or a Hylos.
Oh.
I like the Hylos.
Like
Yeah, because why are they taking time? Yeah, it's still gonna be the Katwat.
It's a revitalized roamer.
This is like Zodia for TLPH. Crazy
Yeah.
ones.
There you go.
I would
So
say.
there's a slew. Oh, in comes JP. Caught up between 3, and it's actually Aqua gets popped here. Look at the damage from Sanji. Nova with the flicker engage, and they catch Sanji from underneath tier 1. It's no doubt. but it's going to take a lot of setup. Just like this. In comes Shizo with the blazing no wet early on. AOG denied. Daddy JP taken down. How's that for being unbreakable? Comes the Phantom Steed. I don't think there's enough time for Liquid to steal. James Banks secures. Golden Hour catches the GOAT, and they put so much damage on JP. He gets broken again on the retreat. Here comes the Phantom Steed and the penalty zone. Answer with a bit of airstrike. James Banks running through Sanji. As Sanji falls, JP finds some revenge. Kill VJ falls. Tere and Carl decide that we're going to go for the purple first. Could this just be...
11 James Banks.
That's 4 members on him. Nova catches JP again! And JP gets to retreat AOG. Turtle now at less than half health. Caldeezy gets caught. Right out, dashes through. Jizu finds one in the back line. Caldeezy falls, serving up a kill to James. And it's a 1-for-2 trade plus the Turtle. Now Sanji here, surviving, gets that shield. And he lives. SOD. And Tere finds KLVJ.
That bottom lane as well, all the while this fight was happening.
And they're still going! JP holding on, and he won't last underneath 3 members of AP BREN. Man defense on the JP, tracking shot, finds Caldeezy. There's the golden hour, better airstrike, a few blasts short. Caldeezy still alive, JP putting up a wall, revitalized to save his teammates. They feel so much pressure alighted from them, but it looks like the Cavalry have a different plan. Look at this, Caldeezy has KLVJ on him. Lordier gets taken down by James Banks, they secure it. SOD thrown out by Tere, he presses it, and he finds kill! Now JP, the front line, survives, but only for a second longer. Shizo, with a wind of nature, survives that back line, but 40 says no, as he gets stomped down. And it's just James Banks left. He's gonna try for the hero play. He finds Sanji. Sanford with the figure back, coming in. In comes Tere, and James Banks goes 2v1. James Banks like 1. Him versus the GOAT, and Caldeezy falls. James Banks with a maniac.
And very calm, he took that challenge up against 5 members of TLPH, or 4. Gets the maniac for massive movements. JP, gotta be careful.
And James Banks overstayed his welcome. Veteran moves from Daddy JP.
AP BREN, again and again, they're just capable of bursting this down if they wanted to, but does Liquid allow it this time?
Golden hour,
they missed the
Caldeezy
golden
dodges
hour.
right out of it. James Banks secures, RWM by Sanji. Teddy throwing out these spears, holding on to the SOD. James Banks taken down quickly, the first to fall in this engagement. SOD coming through, here comes Teddy! AOG! Aqua with a better airstrike! Shizo with a blazing to win to the back line. Caldeezy play man-to-man defense as Sanford tails Aqua. Dancing like it's 2022.
Yeah.
And now Nova finally crossed the threshold. Phantom Steed delayed
miss.
here. Through the golden hour, and in comes Caldeezy, his first retribution win in the Lord pit. Shizo fires away at TLPH, and in comes James Banks finally on his Ducati. They get the kill, they pop the immortality on a Teddy. James Banks finds 1, Sanford falls as well. Liquid are retreating, happy with the take. JP the only one left here against AP BREN.
Okay, now they will be able to get back, but you can see when Caldeezy tries to go for the dash, Nova stops him.
Better airstrike. Liquid have to focus on the wave. Sanji put down a dead down. Shizo comes in with the blazing duet, and they're on the base. AP BREN extend the series. We're going all the way.
Like a Bruno. So that means you can go for like a farce for...
Yeah.
Which was in the design anyways.
They're
Yep. Okay. I love it.
So instead of the clean catch with the Kalia, it's the rage bait Hilda, and of course just better vision overall.
Yeah. If you're taking crew, whereas for AP BREN, it's more of them going onto heroes.
Oh, James comes in through the back, forcing a flicker out of Teddy. And in comes Aqua. Aqua blasts him. No way Teddy survives. Shizo draws first blood. Daddy JP says, you come back here. Oh, Nova should be fine. And down bottom though, Sanford uses that flicker to retreat, finds kill 1v1.
That's his up top.
And instead, James Banks goes in and says, making Teddy's game a living nightmare is my priority. Caldeezy takes the turtle.
It's a better trade for AP BREN. I feel like trying to contest the turtle against TLPH is not gonna give them.
Aqua gets caught by JP's AOG, but Sanji gets caught first. So it's a mid laner trade. And again, just rage baiting Liquid, causing them to get late into the turtle pit. James Banks' retribution is good, but Caldeezy takes him down. JP almost down. He survives. Liquid finds Nova. 2 for none.
JP at least. will be more often than not shadowing or with Teddy. What? Did that just... Where did Aqua go down?
That just happened.
That just happened.
I think that was a clean and pure amount of damage.
Okay.
That deal does not get hit by the final slash. James Banks calls in. BREN MPL. secures the turtle. Nova put down to the third. Forced the flicker out. JP with the revitalize. Push it forward. AOG finds Nova. But Nova gets on out of there. KLVJ gets popped here. JP finds him. AP Brenner scattered.
That was the Phantom Steed canceling the Fettered Airstrike.
That's right.
Oh, she
Now
does.
she's up. Yeah, defensive use of the Blazing Duet. Backs on out of there. And Carl Deasy finds Aqua. They're not done. They want James Banks. Get over here, Jimmy. And Carl Deasy gets a double. More stacks for the GOAT.
Oh, Nova all alone. Are they gonna go for him? That's a Hilda.
Run,
Another
Nova,
stack, that's
run.
another stack.
Another stack for Carl. Come on.
Oh, and
It's not like he's been behind for so
Oh,
long.
AOG catches James and Aqua. Enough of a jump scare to keep
Okay.
James Banks away. Final slash plus the pushback. Carl Deasy finds James, and now they'll find KLVJ too. Another pair of stacks for Carl. His Sky Piercer hungers like Frostmourne.
To arrive at the base, they're just taking out so much from these remaining base turrets of AP Bren and Nova.
Another final slash. Nova goes down. In comes Shizo. The front line gets decimated as James Banks finds Zeus Stanford and Teddy Full. But they trade up for Aqua. AOG. KLVJ finds Sanji. Run, James, run. Called easy. Gets a double. 2 more stacks. That's max for the GOAT.
Hey, now he's at 80 to scout. But he gets kind of poked down here.
Nova has 2 on him. 40 and JP. James Banks coming through. Blazing the web by Shizo. Then an airstrike coming through. Sanji gets taken out by Nova. Trade out for a kill. Caldizi gets 1. AOG. Shizo sidesteps. James Banks 2v1. Run, James, run. Caldizi finds him. It's a double for the GOAT. Make it a triple. Is that
sideboard.
a 3? Final slash. There's up a kill to Teddy. And I think that's all she wrote. Carl wants 1 more. Give it to him. He gets taken down. Oh, buys him immortality on the way out. Aqua, the last member of AP Bren, and Liquid continue to stampede. What a recovery for the Cavalry. Denying AP Bren the reverse sweep. Taking it 2-1.